Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Terror Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon.
Yo, VI, play the beat.
Hello, Taurus moon. Well, it certainly has been interesting. Moving through, we were coming into that Taurus moon energy on Moon Day, and it was very aligned with those feminine energies, and I just couldn't pull out a read. I was having too much fun just kind of playing in that open space. But now we're in Tears Day, and it's more aggressive, masculine, Martian energy. And we're playing with the light. I got this Knight of Swords charging out into the gray, cloudy skies, which very much match the skies here today. That's why we're playing in this like twilight kind of light, because the filtration it's not doing any justice. The light filtration is not doing any justice. If we bring the light from over here, then it's too much in that space. And if we take the light from over here, it's not doing the right thing. It's the twilight. Oh, it's the twilight zone. Yeah. It's the twilight zone. Now we're in that twilight time of, dusk or dawn, where it's just, the light filtration is very awkward. It's very weird to try to shed light in this time because of the way that it's diffused through our atmosphere. But we still have this night, charging out into the unknown. Ready for a fight? We're fighting? I gotta get the magic cards out. What are we doing here? Who's coming? Why? What's this? You're gonna slide back in? You won't go back into place? Okay. Strange light diffusions. Is it better to work in the dark right now? Is it better to work in the dark right now? King of Swords, the sickle, cast down into the earth. The storm. Looking out into the storm. Those dark, gray, cloudy skies. Just a little bit of light coming through. Lightning crackling, illuminating in certain places where light is diffused in all of the other places. Queen of Wands, and behind her is the devil. What are we doing here? Even the light is diffused on my table in an interesting way, which is perfectly matching the scene on this meditation state. This Queen of Wands. I don't think she's paying attention to either the king or the devil. She's not participating in the storm. And she's not participating in those old shackles, those old ways. Yeah, it's punishment. She's not receiving punishment anymore. She's not participating with hell. I don't think she's participating with this king either. Whether he is crackling and thundering illuminations or just being or causing a storm, she is in her own sanctuary. She's holding her own fire. She's holding her own discipline. Holding her position in the throne that she has grown from the very earth itself. Controlled by that fire. It feeds that fire. It keeps her burning without having to utilize those fires of hell. Those old bonds, those old chains. Okay, cool. Let's take it. The world, the Three of Pentacles. Stepping through that portal, new growth, new positions, new outlooks, new ways of being and acting. It's the next cycle. This is the opportunity to present yourself in that Leo energy kind of fire, to show your new character, your newest progression, your newest growth and construction. What have we been working on? In this three, there is only the one. One man laying the bricks, building this temple. We know that others are involved. But right now, we're focusing on the quiet solitude and growth of the self and the personal garden. Note the flower. Alright. False. I'm telling you. Just all of this light. I'm ready to play in the dark. It's tarot nights anyways. I feel like we even get a little bit less reflection when we show our cards. I was just kind of playing with them. I'm gonna play in the dark for a little bit. Stay in our own meditative space. Close our eyes. Embrace the fire while still remaining in that feminine Taurus energy. I'm gonna sit in the dark for a little while. So dark. It was working. No, it's not working. Three of Swords. The Moon. Seven of Pentacles. And Justice on the side of Chaos. I feel like changing the lighting really changes the mood, the tone, the energetic vibration. But I think the idea here is to surrender to these things. Surrendering to the Three of Swords. Accepting the heartbreak, the pain, how hard it was to even get this far. And as we sit with those feelings and emotions, again, new growth. The growth is ever present. Even in the dark, we're always growing. The moon is always reflecting. Even in the darkest moments, we have a light, we have a familiar face, in the moon, in our emotions, and that face is our own. And being comfortable with communicating with ourselves, being our own best friend in those dark moments, finding the waters and the places where you really care, and holding on to that care. Accepting failures, mishaps, failed attempts at growth, and recognizing that even in those moments where we thought that we just didn't grow something that we wanted to, we still bore some fruit. We still gained some level of gold, whether it was just a little bit to get us by, or a knowledge, a truth, an understanding, an awareness. Holding our stillness in those moments of chaos, when it seems like everything is completely out of balance. We don't know who, why, where, or what we're fighting for. And we just want to throw down that sword. We want to throw down the scales. We want to surrender. And in that surrender, we find that new light. A little butterfly. And the scales still being held. The balance is yet to come. We had to throw it all down and start fresh. Bring in that new light, air, and energy. And that is where we'll find the restoration and balance. Something so tight in my heart chakra today, but not, it's like contracting but also expanding. Like it feels like my heart's about to burst with some emotion or expression of emotion, because now it's kind of moving up through my throat. Maybe it's because I'm focusing on it. Is that communication from our last read that we were getting into, that burning desire to clear the air and communicate something correctly. It's swelling up. It feels like it's gonna come out in a scream. It feels like it's gonna make me cry. And I don't know if it's in a good way or a bad way. Yeah. Just peeking down at the cards. Confirmation of, I don't know, we're in chaos right now. Anything could happen. It could go either way. Thanks, Hangman. Showing your position. It could go either way. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I was just thinking about Adelaida's Way this morning, actually. Pray for peace. I pray for peace, but I'm ready for war, I think is the song. Thank you. Page of Swords, falling out reversed. I pray for peace, but I'm ready for war. I want to put my sword down, but it is light and it is truth, and we're still holding on to it. I'm trying to put it down. We're trying to put the sword down. No. This is my defense. If I don't cut them first, they're gonna obliterate me. No, put the sword down. It's okay. It's okay. Just put your weapons down. Take a breath. Clear the air internally. So when we exhale, when we express, when we come out with it, it comes out illuminated, whole and holy, true, and with new direction and new purpose. A complete reposition. Ours are coming up into like retrograde season again. There's retrogrades on retrogrades. Not just holding our ground, but establishing our foundations. Taking what we have and solidifying it, making our square, our magic square of the elements, a place for everything in its balance, in its position, ready to function, with that fire burning internally. Keep fire in your own furnace. Shout out solar systems. Yay. I think that was an Ace of Swords that we just threw down. Did I just throw down the sword, guys? Did I just throw down the sword? No. There's the Four of Cups and the Five of Swords that I threw down. I knew there was swords that I threw. I knew there were. Sorry, just having a moment with this. Hilariousness. Okay. I hope you're kind of giggling too. Threw down the cups, threw down the swords. We're talking about surrendering and accepting, like, whatever happens, happens, but I'm not that guy. I'm not playing that game of winners and losers. I'm playing the game of being a human, being a person, being in my own sovereignty, doing what is right for me, and participating in my own growth. These petty squabbles, I'm throwing that down. This is something with the ship that sailed. And why am I throwing down the ship sailing away from the shore? Is the question that, like, is in my head, even though I know that's not how this is or should be read. There's two warring perspectives inside of my mind, because there is like this foundational coming together energy of like good structure. So are these ships coming back in, or are we just throwing down the expectation of these ships ever coming back? I'm speaking from the root chakra. Holy crap, sorry. We got low there. We went into a space. We went all the way down to the root to find that. But yeah, releasing the expectation of whether or not these ships are ever coming back. What? Okay. Sorry. She did a weird meow thing and then threw up. So now I'm just very aware of her noises. Like, oh, is it happening again? Because that was clearly like a warning cry that she gave out before throwing up. Like, I don't feel good. Oh man, poor cat, poor cat. A little bit too much. She ate a little bit too much, a little too fast. Took in a little bit too much too fast. Well, it came back up. But it was a good purge. There it is. I told you. Detoxing. Detoxification is definitely a message. Playing with the light. Definitely a message. Sorry, the room smells like cleaner now. Gross. I think it's from they got into the garbage. Ate some raw pork bones. 2 cats are now sick. Sweet. Okay. Despite chaos, the chaos of justice being out, the imbalance, we keep running ourselves through these processes of cleansing and clearing ourselves, our bodies, our minds, doing that inner child work. The Hierophant was what had come out. Try this. Illumination. It's too much. We'll see. It's a bit much, but I think it's gonna work for our purposes. Illumination. Light, truth. Something in the innocence. I don't know. The baby, the key, and the apple. Sliced in half like an offering for both life and death. And honoring both of those states of being. We're a mess now. We're a mess now. So much has transpired, progressed, gone through so much. But the Hermetic staff, the medicine, the healing, the cleansing and the clearing, the cleansing and the clearing. Just keep up the hard work. Keep cleaning up the act. Keep cleaning up that image, that persona, that representation of self. The authentic and true, hardworking representation of self. The good example. The you that you want to be to help to grow and nurture the future generations. Who do you want them to see you as? And what do you want them to learn from you? It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of going through it to figure it all out. Hold your ground. This Taurus moon. Hold it steady. Thank you, children. And we'll see you next time. Have a fantastic moon.